What's up, residents? It's Alistair, your Lord of DangerVille here, and I'm here to talk about something that's extremely exciting, and that's that I visited the Real Life Jurassic World. And now that might sound like clickbait, but it's actually not. This is absolutely the closest thing in the world to a real life Jurassic World. The Jurassic World Exhibition opens in London very soon, and I was given early access to check it out before anyone else, because I am Lord DangerVille and I have my ways. I went to check it out with a bunch of other buddies from the Jurassic community. I was there with Swerve, the Chaos Theorem guys, the Jurassic Unicast guys, Tom Jurassic, who actually organised the whole thing, and a bunch of others. They were all extremely lovely and just great to hang around with. Now, let's not waste any more time. Oh God, I'm late. 1 second.
Have you ever wanted the title of Lord or Lady? Established Titles is a project based on historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords or lairds. Established Titles allows you to buy as little as 1 square foot of land in order to give yourself the title of Lord. As the project is part of conservation efforts, I've chosen a plot of land somewhere between the area where wolves are being reintroduced to rebalance the ecosystem and where velociraptors are being reintroduced just for a laugh.
My name is Lord of Dangerville, and you'll refer to me as such.
Oh, my apologies, my lord, my liege. Milady, but we are exposed on all 3 sides to attacks from the English, from packs of wolves, and from prehistoric lizards. We must fortify our positions.
No man would dare attempt a siege on Dangerville.
For every plot of land Established Titles sells, they also plant 1 tree, making it the perfect gift for a friend or a loved one. Just use the coupon code DangerVille to get 10% off and become a lord or lady today.
Hello again. You guys saw that, right? So, Jurassic World. Well, we went there. It was in the Excel Centre in London. And there was actually quite a lot of other people there. I think it was a preview day, so it was a lot of press and maybe some kids to see if they'd actually like it. Because if they all went screaming and crying, then, you know, mission failed. So the first part of the actual exhibition is you're basically lined up and sent onto a ferry. So it's actually reminiscent of the 2015 Jurassic World film where they're all basically sent to Jurassic World on a ferry, which was actually really cool. They had all these screens on the side of the walls that were basically meant to imitate the ocean. So it was actually kind of, it was interesting because my stomach was churning a bit as if I was actually getting seasick. And then you basically get all this introduction to Jurassic World, the dinosaurs you're going to see, and you're getting hyped up because you're like, oh, just show me the dinosaurs! And then the cool thing is the guy, the guide, basically came to me and he's like, you look like a big strong man. I was like, I am a big strong man. And I helped him open the door and welcomed everyone to Jurassic World. And then the first thing you see is the beautifully reconstructed gates of Jurassic World. The blue sign at the top, the fire on the side, and in the middle of it we've got a Brachiosaurus, and it made me cry. In the UK, we don't really have these kind of experiences, at least with the Jurassic series. We've had the occasional, film event, but we don't have a Jurassic ride. I went to Universal Studios Hollywood once, and I pretty much only went on the Jurassic Park ride. So actually being able to see something of this scale in England is just, it's just fantastic. So you go in, the animatronics on first impression are pretty good. The Brachiosaurus moves kind of slow, but I think we've come to expect that from all the Brachiosaurus animatronics we've had throughout the years. But compared to some of the ones on the Jurassic Park rides, it's much better. Probably because it's not half submerged in water. I guarantee that probably has an effect on it. And then you move on, and you see the Stiggy, who's in a trailer, and the guy is like, he's crashed basically, and he's like, you need to keep an eye on the back here and make sure no dinosaurs come up, and then the Stiggy just kind of like rises up and rawr. Then after that, you walk at your own pace into the Hammond genetics lab, and you've got a bunch of eggs there, and you've got some Parasaurolophus embryos, and you can even like click on the screens and you can find out more about the dinosaurs. At this point, me and Swerve were basically holding hands, having a lovely romantic stroll, and then it really starts to amp up the intensity because you actually get to meet some carnivores. You see Echo, Delta, and Charlie basically in the cages, similar to the Velocicoaster ride, I think it is. But Blue is missing. So you'll be like, where is she? Where could she be? Turns out she's having a little show. So you go over to the next room, and this man takes her out and introduces her, and she comes out, and she goes rah, and goes around the place. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good puppet. It's one of those things where you can still see the legs of the person puppeting it, but it's kind of dark in the room, so it's actually not that distracting. I was trying really hard to immerse myself, so I was like trying my best to not look at the legs, but overall not distracting. I think there was some audio issues because Blue didn't really make any noise. I'm assuming she's meant to go like she normally does, but for some reason she didn't, which was maybe she was just really well trained. And then some incredible things happen. Then your guide takes you into the Indominus Rex enclosure. Amazing, because the first time you see one of these big animatronics. Now, before we've had, the Brachiosaurus, moves quite slow. The Stygimoloch, it's quite small and mostly hidden by the truck. It comes out and it takes the bait, and it is huge. You really can't quite understand how big these dinosaurs are until you see them moving about. Seeing them in person is way more scary than seeing them on the films. So that was very cool. The Indominus didn't eat anyone. Thankfully, it was very well behaved. Now, the best part and the finale for the whole park is the T-Rex. Now, the T-Rex segment is just... it's brilliant because it treats the whole situation like it's breaking out, basically. It actually walks forwards, roars, and breaks some lights and stuff, and then the guides are all like, go, get out of it, go through the gates, and I'm like, I want to stay, I want to look at it, but unfortunately they had to rush us through, because I guess if we all had the option to stay, there would probably be hundreds of people in that room, because that is by far the best exhibit in Jurassic World. And now after that, you basically reach the end, you go out and you go to the gift shop. Gift shop's pretty good prices, solid options, although I wanted the life-size Blue that's in the middle of the room, but they wouldn't allow me to have it. So, as a whole, my visit to Jurassic World was actually quite mind-blowing. I've never really been to anything like that before. I've seen the videos of I think it's in Beijing, the exhibition in the other countries, and it just looks amazing. And finally being able to experience that was just... it was like a dream come true. I was literally walking through it going, I wish I was like 5 years old, because I would have been obsessed with this. I mean, I am obsessed with this right now, but, I'm viewing it from an adult's perspective and not a kid's perspective, where they would probably see this and think that these dinosaurs are real. Because obviously I'm going around thinking those are some really good animatronics. Those are some really immersive animatronics. I'm pretty sure some of the kids are walking around thinking that the little puppet of Bumpy was an actual little baby Ankylosaurus, which was obviously very cute. I was about this far away from believing that they were real dinosaurs. If I had any complaints, it would probably be that this T-Rex skull is just awful. They said this was a, like an accurate T-Rex fossilized skull, and it looks like it was made out of Play-Doh. It's not accurate whatsoever. It's really bizarre because so much effort has gone into the rest of the show, basically the actual park. So I left feeling 100% satisfied. It felt like a dream come true. I actually visited a real-life Jurassic World. A real-life Jurassic World. I got to see the T-Rex and the Indominus Rex and the Stygimoloch. It was all so good. I don't know what else to say apart from you need to go when it opens. I loved it, and I know you'll love it. So go away. Make sure to subscribe and stomp the notification button to become a resident of DangerVille today. Also check out Established Titles. They've been really great to work with. They basically let me have complete creative freedom over the advert I made, and they didn't even say, no, this is too much blood, you have to remove it. I've been Alistair, your Lord of Dangerville, and we'll see you, residents, in the next one.